Hi, welcome to the show. I am your host, Bryan Lee Whatley. Our story begins tonight with our very special guest, the beautiful and talented country music artist, Joey Glenn. Joey is one of the brightest rising stars in country music today. With 3 albums out and several hit songs, she is already way ahead of the game with what she has accomplished, and as a recording artist, a songwriter, and a performer. With her vocal approach and complex textures and the ability to belt out power notes, it gives her the strength to be versatile enough to have a crossover appeal in the blues, rock, and pop venues. But Joey finds her home to be in country music. And being the daughter of a retired military veteran, she holds a very special place in her heart for all veterans, both here and abroad. And she has performed at many military bases, singing to thousands to show support for those who have served in the past and those who are serving now. Joey recently became the official artist for the organization of Flowers for Heroes, which is helping the loved ones who are considered Gold Star families put flowers on the graves of the fallen. She is lucky enough to have the support of a loving and devoted family. Both her parents are musical, so they weren't surprised at all at the age of 4 when she told them that she wanted to pursue a singing career. So Joey says she was always taught to love and appreciate all music, and that life would be boring without it. And I definitely agree. Our musical guest is Joey Glenn with her songs I Need a Man, I Really Miss Seeing You, and The Look. So please sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Welcome, Joey. How are you today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. I'm super excited to get to talk to you. I've been trying to get you on the show for a long time now. I've been a fan of yours for so long. I'm so excited that you're here. So how are things going with you? You're staying awful busy.
I am. I'm starting to get pretty busy here. I took a little bit of a break for a little short period of time because I had a baby and I got married and everything. And so our family grew a little bit, and now I'm back on the bandwagon for performing and getting out there, and some new music coming up and all kinds of stuff. Good stuff.
Nice. So the family and the husband, how's that all going?
It's going great. It's going great. We've been married a year and a half. And been together for a little while. We have a 6-year-old, and then we have a 7-month-old. So
wow, you are a busy mom.
Yeah.
Now, it takes a lot to consider how great you are as a musician and how much work you do in the music industry to have a great support group from the family side. And it's good to hear that they're back there in your corner, kind of cheering you on, kind of helping you out. So, do you miss them, considering how much time that you spend doing music?
Yeah, I do. Because my son is old enough now. He's in school, so he can't go with me as much anymore because he used to travel with me all the time. And now that he's older, he has to stay in school. And it gets kind of hard at times because his first day of school, this past year, I had a show in Chicago, and so my husband was sending me video, and we were doing the whole Skype thing on his first day of school and all of that. So it was really hard, but I'm just really blessed to have a lot of support from my family and friends and everything. I'm blessed.
How old's your son, did you say? He's 6?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a 7-year-old, and I completely understand on what you mean about missing him. I have a 3-year-old daughter, but about 5 years ago, I guess it was about 5 years ago, it was the last time I actually took them on an event when I was speaking at a conference, and ever since then I haven't had a chance to take them along, and so whenever I travel, I miss them so much, and just the giggles and the laughs or whatever else, and so I definitely understand about the whole Skype piece, but it's just something that you got to do and move along, and he's obviously a great son, and so they're very supportive. So congratulations.
Thank you.
So let's talk about how you got into music, because you've been doing music for such a long time.
Yeah. Well, it kind of sounds a little funny, because it's almost like every singer's story, but I mean, it's the truth. But growing up, Sunday night was our family night at home, and both of my parents play 5 or 6 instruments apiece, and so we grew up having dinner on Sunday night, and then after dinner, we would sit around, and my parents would play guitar and sing, and I just kind of picked it up from there. We all sang, but I'm the one that actually wanted to pursue that when I got older. And when I was about 12 is when I started doing the Colgate Country Showdown and getting out there like that. And then I met a good friend of mine, dear friend of mine, doing those competitions. And he played guitar, found out that we were from the same town, and decided to take the show live when I was 16. And then I turned 16 a little bit after that, and in between times I went down to Nashville, got my first record deal, signed it the day I turned 16.
Wow.
And it's just kind of flourished from there.
Well, considering at 16 years old you got your first record deal in Nashville, that's pretty huge. How did you able to maintain like school and everything else going on with your life? And so I've heard of so many people that they just say education isn't a big part anymore, but it really is. Continuing on with work and still continuing on with that. How was it a difficult struggle for you?
It could be a bit difficult at times, but my teachers were really, really understanding with everything. When I'd have to leave for 2 weeks and then come back and then leave again, they would always give me my work in advance, or they would give me a little bit extra time because they understood, because I was, pursuing my career and everything. But I had a really good support system with that too. So I was blessed in that area as well.
Is there anything that you missed out on school that you kind of regret?
Well, I graduated in December my senior year, and I wish I could go back and, finish out the school, even though I had all my credits and everything, but just finish out the school year, because I missed all the pep rallies and all of that. But I was so busy with everything that I couldn't do it. So I graduated early and everything, and then I walked in May.
Okay. So. Well, I think everything turned out for the best. I mean, you're a rising star. You've got thousands, and I didn't do a head count, but there's probably millions of fans out there that listen to your music. So congratulations on that. Now, in terms of your inspirations on why you decided to go with country music and who got you there, what was it about that? Who inspired you?
Well, growing up, I was introduced to so many different genres of music. From rock and roll to gospel to country. And I don't know, country just kind of set home with me. It just said everything that I wanted to say. All those wonderful songs out there. I can thank my parents for that. And some of the inspirations that I've had, that ranges in all genres. I love like CCR, John Fogerty,
right,
and then Mahalia Jackson. She sings some gut-wrenching powerhouse gospel that is just absolutely amazing. And I really, really love her music. And then it goes to Elvis Presley.
Nice.
And Patsy Cline, Loretta Lynn, all those awesome original females of country music. Everything is just so inspirational. I love music. I was always taught to appreciate and love all kinds of music. And I do. I love everything.
There's times that I'm just like you. I love listening to all types of music, depending on what kind of mood I'm in. And somebody would catch me listening to classical. Somebody would catch me listening to country. Somebody catch me listening to rock and roll, and somebody actually caught me listening to Lord of the Rings soundtrack today. So they're like, "What is that music?" I said, "It's the Lord of the Rings. Have you not heard it?" So they sat there and they listened to it, and they're like, "That's pretty good." I was like, "Well, they won a couple of awards."
Yeah.
And so,
hey, it gives a whole different perspective driving to work.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you mentioned some very mega stars in the Nashville area with on the female side. Is there anybody that you consider yourself to be, or that you mirror yourself after, or you would even like to strive to be like them?
I think I'd like to be as successful as a lot of the women in country music. I mean, I would absolutely love it if, 50 years from now, my grandkids are listening to my stuff and, talking about me like, wow, she was so amazing and she did this and she did that. I mean, I want to be like that because I'm introducing my son, to all of those people that I was introduced to, that my mom was introduced to, and I just think it's awesome. And I hope that I can be like that for some people. I don't want to mirror anybody because I want to be myself and I want everybody to know me for me and everything. All of that. I mean, I want that. I do.
Well said. I always believe in being yourself no matter what. Get inspirations and strength from those who have gone before you, but make sure that you build your own pillar. So, congratulations. Yeah, I like that.
Thank you.
In terms of, because you mentioned such powerhouses that have been around and the legends in female country music, what about some of the younger ones from today, to where you're kind of in that same realm with? And I'm kind of off the top of my head, like Carrie Underwood or a few other ones. Do you find any kind of strength from them as well, just watching what they're doing, seeing where that they are, and how it kind of wants to help you say, oh, okay, I understand what they're doing. Now I can do this, or I can do this better, or I can do this a little bit different way. Do you ever find yourself looking at the people of today, the younger stars of today, in that same genre?
Oh yeah, I mean, you're always watching what everybody's doing to try to stay in tune with what's going on right now. But I mean, I absolutely love Miranda Lambert. I've seen her 2 or 3 times in concert. I think she's absolutely phenomenal. She puts on a great show. I mean, she's so energetic, and I can really relate to her songs as well. And Carrie Underwood with her powerhouse voice and everything. I mean, it's just awesome. I mean, I love watching them. I love hearing their music and everything. But Miranda's my favorite.
Well, I've got a chance to talk to Joe Bonswell, the Oak Ridge Boys, and Bucky Covington, and from an older perspective, from classical stars like that, all the way to Bucky Covington, who is also on American Idol, who's a country music star up in that same area. And so it's interesting on how people from all walks of life are inspired and motivated and guided by everybody. And I think that's great that people do that. They don't just sit there and they look and they say, okay, I want to be just like Elvis and only Elvis. But they forget the styles and the tricks and the talent that goes all around the world. So I think that's good that you feel the same way.
Yeah. Thank you.
Now, let's talk about some of your albums that you have out there.
Okay.
All right. So, well, I'll tell you what. Let's go ahead with the songs. Straight up with the songs. I Need a Man. Now, I like to find out about the lyrics. I like to find out about the meaning of it. I like to find out, everything that went into making this kind of song, or songs in general. So, let's talk about this one. Is the title really "You Need a Man," or is it just a title?
It's the title. The song was written by Frank Myers, Jeff Cohen, and Shelley Fairchild. And at the time when I recorded my album, Driven by Emotion, which that single is on, I was going through a lot of rough things, relationship-wise, with the guy I was dating, and wasn't being treated right at all. I mean, low of the low. And I heard this song, and I was like, that's it. That's it. I'm recording it. That's exactly what it's like right now. So pretty much all the songs that are on the album are different moments throughout those couple of years with that relationship. Bits and pieces of it. What was, what could have been, what did happen. I mean, all of the different things that went on. But I Need a Man, I love this song. And every time I play it, everybody relates to it. I even have some guys in the audience, singing it back to me.
Well, hey.
And it's awesome, because they're like, oh yeah, hey, I'll be your man. I'll be your man. Yeah. But I think all the ladies can relate to this song, because even if you do have a man, sometimes he doesn't do the right thing that you think he should do, and he makes you mad. And so, it kind of relates in that sense.
Right. So it's more about the maturity level of the person than anything else.
Yeah.
Difference between a man and a boy, right?
Yes.
Do you feel that this is one of your, because I'm going to talk about a couple of other songs, but I've heard some really good things about this one, and like you were saying, people will start singing it back to you. So do you feel like this is one of your more popular songs, more powerhouse songs that kind of get people going?
Definitely. This is usually the song that I open all of my shows to.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, is it by demand, or is it just the fact that everybody in the band likes to sing it, or why do you open your show to this one?
'Cause it's the Big Bang opener. It's out there, and it's got the lyrics to go along with it, and it gets everybody's attention. Those people that don't know it, they listen. Those people that do know it, they sing along and they rock out to it, and I love it. So it ended up being the first song on, the set, because everybody loves the song.
Please welcome our musical guest, Joey Glenn, with her song, I Need a Man.
Kicked him out of the house, threw his clothes in the yard. I was making the payments, so I'm keeping the car. He had that deer in a headlight look, his eyes slammed the door. I work an 8-hour day, come home and cook his dinner. He lays around on the couch, just watching Sports Center. I've had all I can take of his stuff, ain't gonna take anymore. So I'm making the call, he didn't get me at all. He never listened to a word I said. I need a man who understands who I am and don't wanna try to change me. A man who's strong, admits he's wrong, don't need a mom, wanna work and isn't lazy. True love and arms and know how to hold me, but don't wanna tie my hands. I need a man, I need a man who knows how to treat a woman. He didn't like to dance, so we never went out. He couldn't stand my friends, so they stopped coming round. I can't believe I let that dog lay on the porch so long. I know I can be moody, I can be a little witch, but no woman deserves to be treated like this. It's said, it's over, it's done, and I am moving on. I've learned my lesson, no more second guessing. I'm a woman
Okay, so let's talk about I Really Miss Seeing You. What's the story behind this one?
Well, this one was actually written by Kim McLean, and she has written a lot of stuff for Reba McEntire and did really well with Reba. And this song, I absolutely love. I love this song. And this song is actually hit home with a lot of military families. I have a gentleman who is with the VFW who actually took this song and made a video on YouTube and, you know, with all my pictures and stuff. But the coolest thing is he took one of the Army helmets and, like, put my picture inside the helmet, you know, like somebody in Afghanistan would do with their loved ones. You know, they always put them in their hat or in their pocket.
Right.
And that's what he did with my picture, and I thought it was awesome. But this song, everybody can relate to this one too, because somebody's always missing someone or lost someone that they love, you know, and it says everything. I did a CD release party in, I believe it was Fort Riley, and they were getting ready. It was kind of sad, but happy at the same time. There were some troops coming back from Afghanistan, but then there were also some troops that were leaving for Afghanistan. So you had some people that were happy, and then you had some people that were really sad. And a lady had come up to me after I got done singing this song, and she was just crying so hysterically and wanted to buy 3 of my albums and said, you know, this song says so much. It says everything that I'm feeling right now. My husband's in Afghanistan. He's been there, you know, for 8 or 9 months, and, you know, I don't get to talk to him that often, and it just says everything. And she said that she was buying one for her, one for him, and one for his mom. And a few months later, I got an email from her saying that she had gotten her husband the album and to his mom, and the next time that she was able to talk to him, he just started crying the first thing and said, wow, who is this Joey Glenn, and where did you find her? Because this song says everything of what I'm feeling. And she's like, I know, it says everything that what I'm feeling too. And his mom was all upset because she felt the same way. And so that's just one thing that's happened to me that's really stuck with me. And this was, you know, a little bit ago, and I don't know, I haven't heard from her since, so I hope they're doing all right and that he made it back home and they're doing great.
Now, I have to admit, the YouTube video I've watched over and over and over again, and I'm a military person as well. I served in Iraq, and when I first saw this, this was the video that actually is the reason why I contacted you to try to get you on the show for so long.
Well, thank you.
The song is so beautiful, and the video and everything is it's just so touching. And as soon as I first saw it, somebody had called me up and they said, "Hey, Bryan, you got to check this out." And they know how I feel about. I love country music. I love music in general, but in terms of people who really support the troops, and you're one of those people that really, really support the troops, and I thank you so much for that. But when I saw the song, I'm not gonna say I teared up, but I had something in my eye. Okay, so but it is so beautiful. So
thank you.
Yeah, thanks for saying. And I think I've actually played it on the show a couple of times before, in anticipation of you coming on to the show. So it's really, really great. So, do you think you'll do another one like this one?
I hope so. What I love to record is like super attitude-y, in your face fast songs, and then I love like the gut wrenching, you know, love songs. And I don't know, I hope I find another song that meant as much as this one did to me. I love that song. It's one of my favorites off the album, and I call the album my baby because I worked so hard on it and put so much love and everything into it, and I love that song. The first time I saw that video too, I didn't know if the gentleman was going to do that. And he sent it to me, and I did. I cried.
Oh. Well, that's good. That I mean, you have such a strong fan base, so it doesn't surprise me at all that people go out of their way to do things, to put compilations together with your music, and that's just one of them that attests to your fan base and what your music means to other people. So, like I said, I've loved that video and that song ever since I first saw it. When somebody first contacted me about it, so I was like, I've got to have her on the show. Oh my goodness. And I think it's great also because we did talk about 2 different songs already. I Need a Man and I Really Miss Seeing You. And you just said yourself, you start the show with I Need a Man because it's an in-your-face kind of a thing. And then you said you kind of hit people on the other side of the emotions, on the 180 side, with something really sad and very, very deep and emotional. And so you're grabbing the audience's emotions and just holding them in your hand. I think that's great. And I think so many artists don't understand the power of emotion in a song sometimes, and they just put it together because it's got a great beat or it's got some kind of words, and they don't really pay attention to the words, or the words are very negative. And and I'm not, you know, to each their own for music, but I much rather appreciate whenever music touches me and reaches inside my soul or inside my body and grabs my heart and holds it. And I think that's what your music does. And like I said, I Really Miss Seeing You is definitely like that. And so there's 2 examples right there of what you're talking about, of what you how you like to approach people and getting them to listen to your music are those 2 songs. So I can definitely understand that.
Thank you.
Has it always been your will or your guidance in order to touch people's emotions like that with even future albums coming up, or do you think you'll kind of go off into another set?
Well, I think touching with people's emotions, I mean, that's the kind of music that I love to listen to. I mean, that's the music that inspires me to do what I do and love music so much. So that's me. So I don't want to change it. I think I want to stick with that because that's what I love to do. And I'm hoping that my fans support that too and will stick with the same style that I do.
I'm so glad to hear that, because even if you look at commercials or movies, and I've said this a couple of times with some of the directors that I know, and I've said, if you can grab the audience who's sitting in a dark theater and make them happy and sad and jump up for joy and, you know, all kinds of reactions in a dark building with nothing but visuals and sound on the screen, you really got a great sense of who and what makes a person. And again, you grabbing their emotions and using that for the best. And you don't do anything for rage, and that's what I like as well. Everything that you do is very, very positive. So I'm glad you're gonna stay with that. So here's Joey with her heart-touching song, "I Really Miss Seeing You."
I still sleep with the light on in the hall. I still use my rear view mirror and I put my makeup on. I still stare out the window when it rains. I'm always running late. I could say that nothing's changed, but I really miss seeing you. I really miss hearing the sound of your voice. Really miss knowing what you're thinking. If you want to know the truth, I really miss holding you. I really miss waiting for you to call. It's nothing I can't get through, but I really miss seeing you. I still listen to music late I really miss seeing you, baby, holding you. I miss touching you. I really miss seeing you. I really miss seeing you. I miss feeling you. I miss wanting you. I really miss seeing you. I really miss seeing you. I miss holding you. I miss touching you. I really miss seeing you.
Let's talk about the third song, The Look. What's this one about? What's the meaning behind it?
Actually, the meaning behind this one, you know, it has three different looks that it talks about. You know, the loving look that you see from, you know, your wife or your girlfriend. Then it's the, oh man, I am in trouble look from your mom or your teacher, you know. Excuse me. But really good friend of mine that I was telling you about earlier, when we took my shows live, Mr. Bill Welch, he's actually a lieutenant colonel in the Army.
Okay.
And he's like a second dad to me.
Nice.
And he wrote this song back in the 80s for his wife. And I heard him play it at one of the showdowns. And then when we hooked up to do shows together, I begged him to play the song and asked him if I could record it and everything. And he was more than happy and willing to let me have the song to record and everything. And he's just awesome. And he has a lot of stuff that he's written that I'd really love to get my hands on. But he likes to record it and stuff himself. But I actually recorded this one when he was in Iraq.
Oh.
And so he didn't actually get to be in studio when we recorded it and everything. And he had never had a whole band to it. And then once I got done in the studio, I sent him the MP3, and he called me and was like so excited because I got the vision of what he wanted his song to sound like. Like I could see it the way that he saw it, and it was just absolutely phenomenal. So I thought that was really awesome and gracious of him to let me have his songs to sing.
Very cool. Now, when I was overseas, there was a guy who I remember he would sit next to his bunk, and he had an acoustic guitar, and he would just sit there and just kind of play. And he wasn't the greatest player or anything like that, but he just liked to play, and he seemed so calm and so surreal whenever he was doing it. And then another person who actually wound up getting a guitar sent to him, because he saw this other soldier sitting there playing the guitar. So he's like, I want to learn how to do that. And so while we had downtime, the first soldier taught the second soldier how to play music. And
oh, wow.
At the end, the guy who was learning actually wound up writing his own song and playing his own song. And it's crazy that we were over there long enough for him to be able to figure out how to sing it. Learn a guitar, write a song, and then play it very well. But it's interesting. So the fact that you actually took this lieutenant colonel's music and capture the vision of it and to be able to talk to him while I was over there, that for morale, for troop support and everything else, going back to that, that's huge for you to do that.
Yeah, well, it just touches home for me too, since I'm a Navy brat, and my dad served for almost 30 years and everything, so I understand the other side of it. You know, everybody just gets, you know, the person that's in the active military, but I'm part of the family that is left behind while they're overseas and everything. You know, so I've seen both sides to it, so I understand everything, and I just really appreciate everyone who has served or is serving for our country.
Please enjoy Joey Glenn's song, The Look.
Every Sunday when I was growing up, Mama used to take me to church to learn about the golden rule. preacher preached from the good book. And in the choir was where Mama sat. She had a good view of where I was at. And if she caught my eye, she'd give me the look. And I would sit straight, look ahead, sweat beads up on my forehead. I feel like a fish on a hook. She was fixing to reel me in. My whole world would start to spin. And all it took was giving the look. Robbie Joe, he was the fool of my dreams, but every time he came around, it always seemed I'd start just to stutter, my body shook. But I knew someday we'd be together. This kind of feeling couldn't last forever, 'cause every time he gave me the look, I would sit straight and look ahead, sweat beads up on my forehead. I feel like a fish on a hook. He was fixing to reel me in. My whole world would start to spin. And all it took was giving the look. 10 years tomorrow, we've been side by side. And to this day, when he looks in my eyes, I sit straight and look ahead, sweat beads up on my forehead. I feel like a fish on a hook. He was fixing to reel me in. My whole world would start to spin. And all it took was giving the look. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. He gave me that look.
Now, let's talk a little bit about charity, because keeping on with the segue into more military stuff, which is great. You have this charity that you do. It's called Flowers for Heroes. Can we talk about that?
Yeah, actually, Flowers for Heroes is a organization, and we try to raise money for Gold Star families. And Gold Star families are the unfortunate families that have lost a parent, a spouse, a child, or a sibling while they were serving to protect our country. And we're trying to help them by getting money to help them with groceries, and we're trying to go the school route and help them with books and everything. But we're also trying to get money put together so that we can put fresh flower bouquets on all the fallen soldiers' graves. And we're trying to go global with it and everything. You can actually go to flowersforheroes.org, and there is a place on there that you can submit a donation to donate to our cause and everything, and you can read a whole lot more about what we do and everything. And it's just an awesome organization to be with, and I'm really proud to be a spokesman for it. And Russ Phillip is a really, really great guy. He is so supportive of our troops and everything. And he actually runs his own flower shop on the side.
Oh,
He
nice.
sells wholesale flowers online and everything. And he does shows in California and Vegas and everything. He's actually out of Chicago. But he's just a really awesome guy, and he is the one that started up this whole Flowers for Heroes, and it's starting to flourish, and it's getting out there a lot more, and he's just a great guy, and I think this is an awesome, awesome organization. which is why I teamed up with them.
Now, they also have, I think, a Facebook page as well. But the website, I just want to get this out there for everybody. It's flowersforheroes.org. Everybody go check it out. There's also a donation button. So I encourage everybody to go out there and donate whatever you can to help out with something like this. And as most people know, my son is actually named after a fallen soldier. He was one of my best friends over when I was in Iraq, and he got hit by the convoy got hit, and he was killed. And so it's something like that. It brings, it's very emotional for me, so I'm trying not to tear up here. But the fact that you're a spokesperson for something that's so strong and so powerful, you just have such a huge heart. I mean,
well, thank you.
You don't find too many people who are in the music business that really care about other people, and I think that's great.
Well, thank you. I have a love for everybody. I mean, I just have a really soft place in my heart for all the veterans and everything. I mean, if it weren't for everybody like that, I mean, we wouldn't be here today. I mean, y'all fought for our freedom, and that's why we're free today.
Now, for other future projects and shows, things that you have going on, events and things coming up, where can people come and listen to you live or buy your CDs, things like that? How can people contact you? Because I've got you on Facebook for Joey Glenn 58, and also your fan page, Joey Glenn Music.
Yeah, and I also have a MySpace page. It's myspace.com/Joey Glenn Music. And you can purchase my album on iTunes, Amazon, CD Baby. You can Google me. But the next big thing that I have coming up is actually this Saturday, November 10th. It's at Leavenworth, Kansas. I'll be playing along with Marshall Tucker Band, Aaron Tippin, and Clay Walker, and a lot of others. There's a lot of acoustic shows in between, and a couple of other bands and everything. And it's for Kansas Freedom Fest. It's a salute to veterans.
Oh, nice.
And so I'm really excited about the event and everything. And Friday night they are having a battle of the bands. So whoever wins on Friday night gets to open the show on Saturday. I actually go on at 2:15, and then there's some people in between, and I believe the Marshall Tucker Band goes on at about 4:30-ish. So I'm pretty excited about it, and just stay tuned. Keep up on my Facebook and everything, and I'll post new dates and everything that's coming up. Okay.
Now, you mentioned Marshall Tucker Band, Aaron Tippin, and who was that other guy you mentioned?
Clay Walker.
What's so special about Clay Walker?
He's just, what isn't special about Clay Walker?
I want to hear the juicy tidbits here. What's,
He has been like my favorite male country singer since I was 3 or 4 years old. I remember driving in the car. Well, I wasn't driving, of course, but I remember sitting in the car while we were going places and hearing his single for the first time, and I just fell in love with him. I just loved him. And when I was in the second grade, I'm a total nerd, but when I was in second grade, my mom surprised me with tickets to go see him.
Oh my God.
And so we went to the show and everything, and I was standing off. We had seats kind of up a little bit in the middle on the side of the stage, and they shot the lights out into the audience, and I was the only little girl who was standing in the stairs crying hysterically because Clay Walker was on stage, and I just loved him so much. And he turned and looked right at me, and I know he looked at me because then he waved, because I was sitting there crying on the stairs like I was at a Justin Bieber concert.
Oh, that is so adorable.
Yeah.
So did you ever think that you would be singing in a show with him?
No. I hope. This is like one of my biggest dreams ever, is to like play a show with Clay Walker. And if I actually get the opportunity to meet him, I would love it. Because I think he's just an amazing person. He does a lot of stuff with military as well.
So the fact that you get to you've idolized this guy for so long, and now you get a chance to sing with him. I had somebody like that when I was younger. It was Batman, and I was in a conference in New Orleans, and Batman was there. The original Adam West was there, and I remember going up to his booth, and I said, I was actually escorting somebody else who was in a wheelchair who wanted to see him, and he looked at me, and I looked at him, and I wanted to say like something I didn't know, but I didn't say anything. I just got I was like, there's Batman. So,
and you probably go over that moment every single time that you think about Batman. Oh man, I wish I would have said something.
I know. I can't believe it. I was just like, oh man.
That's awesome.
So it's not as cool as a country music star or anything, but you know, that's all I got.
That's awesome.
So I'm super excited about you getting a chance to play at the same concert, and getting a chance to meet him and everything else. There's no doubt in my mind that you will, and maybe get up there and sing with him and everything else. So I want to see the YouTube videos whenever everybody in the audience is out there taking videos with their iPhones and stuff. Just do not faint on stage. I'm not giving you any pressure or anything like that, but just make sure. You're like, don't jinx me, Bryan. Come on. No, you're
No, because that would totally happen too. I'm the kind of person that if you say something like that, it will happen.
No, okay, no, you will not. You will not. No, you won't.
Oh, that's funny.
No, it's going to be great. I'm super excited for you. I'm really, really excited. So, congratulations on that. Well, listen, on behalf of everyone for the show, Joey, it has been such an honor and such a pleasure for me and for all the producers and the editors to get the chance to talk with you, to have you here with us. And like I said, I've been a big fan of yours for a long time, listening to your music and watching the videos and things like that. So I'm super proud for all the stuff that you do as a person and not just as a singer. Your songs are absolutely beautiful as they are. There's no doubt about that. And what makes that even much greater is the fact of the size of your heart and your character and where you're going in life, and the fact that you're a great mom and a great wife, and you still have a career and you're a strong woman. I think that sets a tone and an example that, you know, I hope that my daughter grows up in the same exact way, because if she doesn't, I'm going to spank her butt. But the thing of it is you're doing what you need to do because that's who you are. And I applaud you so much for that. It's not easy in today's day and age to do that. And so you're moving forward, being a strong woman. And, you know, I applaud you. So congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you. So I'd love to have you back on the show whenever you have another album coming out.
Definitely. Hopefully soon.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
Are you are you in the studio now?
I'm hoping to be by New Year's. I have some stuff that I've written that I really want to put down and everything. So it's in the works right now. I'm not sure exactly when I'll be able to go back in the studio, but stay tuned.
Nice. I like that. Dun, 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 dun. The drama. We're going to have to stay tuned now. So everybody, again, go check her out on Facebook, on MySpace, Google her, check out her stuff on iTunes, CD Baby, and Amazon. Watch out for her tours, her concerts, everything else. Trust me, you will love her music. You will love her. You're just a great person. So again,
Thank you.
I'm smiling ear to ear right now. So I'm glad this isn't on video because
Awesome.
you'd see me blushing. So I think this is great.
Well, thank you so much for having me today. It was really, really great to talk to you.
Oh, well, thank you. And I wish you all the best for this weekend. I know you're going to rock out the house, and you know, for everything else that's coming up.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you. Talk to you soon.
All righty.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
And now, a word from our sponsors. At Taylor Gifts, we do customized monogramming and embroidery. We can monogram anything from a simple one name on a bib for a baby to a customized logo on a company shirt. We can make gifts for your wedding entourage and gifts for your friends. Label your children's items for school and put names on jerseys for sports. If you have items of your own you want them monogrammed and embroidered, we can do that. Tailor Gifts are sewn with high-quality thread on a professional embroidery machine. So go to the website www.tailorgifts.net, call 251-391-4354, email sales@tailorgifts.net, visit us at ETSY, and Facebook us. We are ready for your orders. Welcome to WROM, Realms of Music Radio and Social Network. We support independent artists and talk shows, hosting a large discussion forum and an artist gallery. We also have a large social network combining the best of Facebook and MySpace into one. So make sure you submit your music to us and create a profile to promote yourself today. That's realmsofmusic.com, the best of music radio. The Ghost Tales Television Network, GTN. GTN is designed to give the paranormal TV and filmmaking community the opportunity to showcase their talents and creations. If you believe you have what it takes to create your very own TV show and or short film and you would like the opportunity to showcase your creations, you may contact us at ghosttalestv@gmail.com or call 901-377-7166 for more details. Make sure you visit ghosttalestv.com. GTN, America's Paranormal Superstation. Jackalope 105 FM on jackaloperadio.com. Your alternative to the grind of internet and FM radio. When we say diversity in programming, we mean it. Lots of stations brag, throw out a hype, and pad their numbers. Well, we don't. Accept no limitations. When you truly want awesome 24-hour radio, tune in to Jackalope and rock your routine. Jackalope 105 FM on jackaloperadio.com. Thank you for listening to the show. I'm your host, Bryan Lee Whatley. I hope you have an amazing weekend, and I look forward to seeing you next time when another story begins. Until then, love and light.